So on this channel, we cover a lot of technical aspects about selling beats online, but today's video is going to be less technical because sometimes it's easy to get trapped in the advanced things and forget about the basics. And forgetting those basics could potentially be what is affecting your beat sales. Now, to give you guys some insights, at Heat, we help manage email marketing for Rujay, Dilly Got It Bumping, and Matthew May. Now, because we send out weekly emails that are highly conversational, we receive a lot of replies. In fact, if you try to tell us that email is dead, we simply just will not accept that answer. And by the way, this is why you shouldn't just send out sales emails. Nobody is going to respond to those. In fact, that's probably why you think email marketing is dead in the first place. Now, in these replies, we noticed one common thing that we believe plays a large role in why these producers are crushing selling beats online. And actually, at the end of this video, I'm going to give you guys an exact email for you to copy and paste for yourself to send to your list, so stick around to get that email. But like I said, with these emails being so conversational, the replies that we get are usually very responsive, and even sometimes a little too responsive with a full 16-bar verse included in them. To be honest with you guys, we're not even quite sure where the normal typing ends and the rapping begins in that screenshot. Now, nonetheless, we make this point to say that with all these responses we see come in, there's one basic aspect that so many producers might forget about. Now, I'll talk about this soon, but what you need to know is that if your goal is to sell beats online, you should know how people buy them. And I'm also not talking about understanding the deeper levels of marketing on a Tuesday night at 2 a.m. Our job is to do that for you guys, so all you have to do is consume our YouTube content whenever you want. So all we simply mean here is what triggers people to click that purchase button. And shocker, the answer here isn't buy one, get 9 free beats. And it's not my personal favorite either of $1 beats. Jokes aside, here's what a Harvard professor found about purchasing that directly applies to selling beats. He said that 95% of purchasing decisions are made subconsciously. And he said that people buy with their emotions and they justify their purchases with logic. And the other 5% of purchases that we make, well, they're just unknown, such as why did I buy this dartboard? In fact, the article says the key is to highlight the emotional response a consumer will achieve by using the product. Let's take these KRK monitors for a second. I probably bought these so that way I could emotionally feel like I was on a path to becoming a better producer. And then in my decision, I saw soft dome tweeter with optimized waveguide provide smooth and pristine and articulate highs up to 35 kilohertz. And that was the logic that got me to purchase. Now, it's kind of a little hard to explain this, but imagine how you guys would feel if you got $5,000 to create a whole new setup. Just the thought of having all of this money to upgrade your setup is so emotionally exciting. But that thought of a soft dome tweeter, that's not really that exciting. That's just the logic that gets you to purchase. And if it is exciting to you, good for you. And so we have one question that we really want you guys to think about with today's video. What emotional response does your music create? And I want to say this applies to every producer, not just those who make emotional beats. Even if we're talking about money, clothes, and hoes, there's still an emotional response happening within your music. Now, before you click off, we believe this is something that you really should think about when it comes to selling beats. I mean, are you just in the habit of finding a loop and slapping drums over it and then trying to sell it? Or are you trying to actually create an emotional vibe for an artist to write to? Rather that be actually emotional or money, clothes, and hoes. Really take a look at where you are in your journey when you make your beats. Are you creating beats because you need a daily upload because you're scared of the YouTube gods punishing you? Or are you creating because you truly enjoy doing it? Now, yes, consistency is important, but what are you sacrificing to have that consistency? Is it your quality? With talking to guys like Dilly before, consistency is super important to him, but it's also tied with his quality. Essentially, from my many talks with him, he understands how important it is to show up on the home feed, but with low quality beats, it simply wouldn't even matter. Now, of course, finding that emotional response that your music creates can be a little hard to judge without any communication with your audience. And this is just another reason on why email marketing is so powerful. If you want to learn what motivates or inspires people, all you need to do is simply ask them in an email. And this is the email we want you guys to send out to your list, and it does exactly that. We sent this email out to Rujay's list recently, and here's what we learned. Rujay's customers love Jesus. Like seriously, a lot of them love Jesus and are highly religious. So essentially, they don't buy trap beats only because they're hard-hitting beats. They buy his beats because it's the bridge that gaps their emotional storytelling. And also, bonus tip here, once you learn what motivates your customers, you can start using that in your marketing messages to a certain degree. So if you want to learn more about email marketing and building a beat selling business, I'll leave our free masterclass link below for you to watch. Peace out and have a good day.